CCM Studios. It's the Wayne Hayes Show. Round the clock.
Yo, what's up? It's DJ Tussie. Salute the DJs. You already know where I'm at, man. It's the Wayne Hayes Show, baby. Let's rock.
All right. Man, it's good to see you, man. You know what I mean? I'm from the Give the Roses While Our People Is Here crew. Me and Igor, we gonna get the roses while you still tiptoeing around this thing, man, because that's what we do, right? So I had to have you. I'm gonna timeline this thing, you know, because there's a lot of people that may just heard it, your name, a whisper, they may have heard it loud, but I'm gonna timeline it. Okay. When did you start rapping?
I started rapping back in, I want to say 88.
When did you first, we gonna be quick about it, watch this. 88? Mm-hmm. When did you first get on wax?
I first got on wax in 88.
In 88?
Yes.
What song was that?
That was the Dangerous Crew. Me and the Dangerous Crew. No, but as a matter of fact, that was me, Rockbox, and Young OCO. Yeah.
Okay, Rockbox and Young OCO. Okay. Yeah. All right, okay. And that song was released just pretty much in the little Bay Area or in San Francisco?
Yeah, just a bunch of, in the Bay Area, independently, distributing, selling tapes out the front, trunk of the car.
Okay. When did one of them songs that you was doing in 88 or whatever, 89, pop off that made you start having a little bit of, your bell was ringing?
Well, basically when I wrote a verse, Don't Fight the Feeling.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? That's what I did.
Oh, you talking about Don't Fight the Feeling with Too Short?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't Fight the Feeling. Yeah. The verse, don't get me wrong, but you started it all. Coming to my house in the canvas song.
Well, when it's time for me to shove, then you front on all that love. First you said that I deserve it, now you fight.
Don't want to serve it. Yeah, some back in your coat say sweet and sassy.
24 deep, the classic, you already know.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's cool, yeah.
Okay, how'd you make that hookup?
Well, we collaborated, at the Solar System in San Francisco. You seen my performance at the Solar System in San Francisco, and we dotted I's, crossed T's, and it was history after that.
Okay. I was gonna mention the Solar System, but you brought it up. So the Solar System was a club in San Francisco that was owned by Dave Mark. One of the Marks. One of the Mark brothers. Right. And he was from the hood, he's from Frisco.
That's where everybody would come and display their talent and, have talent shows and et cetera.
Yeah, it was a wonderful thing, and a lot of big artists was coming. Mm-hmm. And that was in the 80s. Yeah. And so that song goes out, Don't Fight the Feeling. You get on that, and that, put some heat up under your career, correct?
Exactly, yeah. Put my name on the nationwide level, a nationwide scale. So from that point on, I just, went independent with it.
So after that happened, then you got ready to drop your own music, and it was an album, right? And it had 4Tay Is Back on it. That was the single, right?
Yeah, 4Tay Is Back, yeah.
And what label was that? Because we got to make sure they know.
No, that was Ragtop Records.
Ragtop Records, straight out of Frisco, Valencia Gardens, you know what I mean? Shout out Thad and Marv.
Marv, yeah, that was production right there. Ragtime Records, that's me, Frankie J.
Oh yeah, you right. We gotta, you definitely right. Frankie J. And his brother Fly. Yeah. And Frankie J was a radio personality at one point, right?
Frankie J that's the Frankie J from Fremont from KPRO.
Oh.
This was a different Frankie J.
Oh, that Frankie J wasn't in the radio?
No, he wasn't a radio personality. He was working at the distribution company in Frisco. We hooked up and got I's, crossed T's, put it together.
Okay. So then the album comes out that consists of 4Tay Is Back, right? Right. And tell me some of the music that was on that, and like who worked on that album that type of thing.
Okay, me, I want to give shouts out to the GLP. It's on the album too as well.
GLP, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, good old players. It was more or less an independent album. It was, you know, really no major. Just people weren't doing a lot of features and et cetera. You know?
Okay, and so y'all dropped that independently. Ragtop Records dropped that, not production, but Ragtop Records dropped that, and then the second project following that, or hold on. Now you've dropped. What was the name of that album right there?
That was 4Tay is Back.
4Tay is Back. So the 4Tay album dropped, and that's around what, 89 or is it 90 yet?
Yeah, it's around 89.
It's 89. Now we dropped 4Tay is Back. Now you haven't had any situations as far as jail or anything. You on the streets all of this time, right?
On the streets, right.
Okay, so now that album is out, and do you drop your next project, or is there any type of incarceration or whatever?
Oh yeah, it was incarceration. I ran into a few things with the law, you know what I'm saying, trying to be a Nino Brown out there on the streets and et cetera, but you know, kick back, got my mind right, do the thing, you know, good Lord, got out and released another package.
Okay, cool. And what was that?
Don't Fight the Feeling.
No, Don't Fight the 4Tay is Back. Now we on Don't Fight the Feeling.
Right.
That's the one with the colorful artwork, right?
Right.
And you had on a hat, spray painted hat.
Right. Exactly.
All right, cool. What was the single on that? What they dropped?
Single on that was Players Club.
The Players Club.
Right, and that's what really took off right there.
The Players Club was an iconic song released during that time period because it was national. Then it wasn't just playing it on our radio stations, it was playing abroad. Igor, do you got that?
Of course,
Man,
of course.
Let's hit us with the song that cracked the seal on this master deal.
Hey, if y'all don't mind, because I heard y'all conversation right there, and I just wanted to bring y'all back to that verse y'all was trying to spit over there. You know what I'm saying? Then we gonna get into that, right?
Go ahead.
Can we have that, please?
This is Self Thugger, man, and you watching the Wayne Hayes Show. Stay tuned.
I love when you put things together and then either the universe either grants it or exceeds it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And today was one of them days. I couldn't have had a better day. Shout out my cameraman, Say That. That's SAYDATT. You know what I mean? Shout out Igor Beats and the Bay Life Radio family. I'm Wayne Hayes, and this is the legendary Rappin 4Tay. Okay, now 4Tay.
Yes.
Players Club drops.
Yes.
And it dropped on the independent label?
It's dropped on the independent label, and then that's when I was signed to EMI.
EMI.
Christmas after that.
So it dropped on Ragtop, and then after it being out for a while, you guys got picked up by Chrysalis.
Right, EMI.
EMI Chrysalis. But the parent company of that is Virgin Records, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
So you get picked up, and then they just take and re-release that same process?
Released that same process, kicked a whole lot of doors open, you know what I'm saying, for up-and-coming artists, took some people on the road and stuff with me, and, you know, just kept the baby popping.
So once you got the deal, it allowed for, they obviously put you on tours and
Yes.
all of that?
All of that.
What were some of your most memorable times on tour?
Well, one of my most memorable times on tour is being nominated, basically, for MTV Rap Best Video. You know, that was one of my memorable times, because I always wanted to put, Frisco on the map, and it felt good to be up there, and, you know what I'm saying, shining on a major level.
Name mentioned in the high
regards. Exactly.
That was that Players Club, or was that I'll Be Around?
That was I'll Be Around featuring the Spinners, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. You have to look that up. Rappin 4Tay, I'll Be Around featuring the Spinners.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That was the. See, what I used to like about what I currently like about your music, what I like is that you able to do music, but you don't have to cuss.
No, you don't have to.
You could cuss,
Right.
but you can make good records without cussing.
Exactly. Keep it versatile, you know what I mean?
And then another thing, you have your voice your voice is gonna be always, you know, iconic because it ain't no, you know.
Right. It's a gift from God. It's a blessing.
Exactly. It's just that voice. You would be like, oh, that's Rappin 4Tay. And when you got one of them kind of voices,
It's a
bam.
blessing.
Yeah. All right. So you drop the Players Club and that whole album. You get signed to Virgin, basically, Chrysalis, EMI. I remember that. Also, notables that was signed to a part of Virgin was the Loonies. The Loonies was signed to New Tribe Virgin.
Exactly. Yeah.
There was a few artists that got deals. The Cool, yeah.
D'Angelo.
Yeah.
May rest in peace, Guru, Gangstar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then, how did that album do?
Oh, that album did good. We go.
Uh-huh.
Album.
Okay, and we go.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the next album, something happened. Before the next album, or somewhere along that process, something happened. You went to jail, right?
Yeah, I went to jail, you know. Had to do a little time, you know, maybe kick back and get my mind, stay on my focus, you know.
Uh-huh.
But eventually got out and, you know, we kept the name popping, you know what I mean?
Right, right. I remember.
We all go through things, you know, man. Ain't nobody perfect, you know what I mean?
Listen,
But,
I remember those times because I was going through jail too. You know what I mean? We was some of the best that ever did it, banging on them tables,
right.
banging on them tables up in Quentin, getting our rap on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Up there, as a matter of fact.
I'm not pointing those moments out, but those moments are important to my story.
Exactly.
You feel me?
As well.
Come on, man. If I can't see, people will see a put together me or whatever and don't think that I've never been through anything, or they might say the same thing. But I want you to know the life of the game of life. You might have to go through some things, but nevertheless,
you stumble over some obstacles, but you know, keep your head up, keep God first, and stay on your focus.
Nevertheless, you feel me? Nevertheless. Now, Igor, let's hurry up and get quickly into some new music. And can you tell me what it is?
Oh yeah, it's that brand new 4Tay video, Closer Than Friends.
Featuring
Friends.
who is that?
Oh, this Yellow B on here.
Featuring Yellow B. 4Tay, Yellow B, Closer Than Friends.
And Mike One.
You hearing it the first time live on Bay Life Radio, The Wayne Hayes Show. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
It's your girl Thug Mrs. and we are rocking with the Wayne Hayes Show on Bay Life Radio. Yay!
Sir, you just heard the Closer Than Friends. That's the new Rappin 4Tay featuring Yellow B right there.
Right. And Mike One.
And Mike One, but he
Yes.
was on the beat or something, or he was singing?
He was on the second verse.
Oh, okay. But who was that on the hook?
That was good. Who was that again, Yellow?
Yellow, who was that on the hook? He was cold though, but you know, I like to acknowledge everybody that's part of the play. That's how we do. You know what I mean? Again, shout out Igor Beast, Bay Life Radio. If you want to tune in, it's twitch.tv/Bay Life Radio. We also have a call-in number, 510-707-8659. 8659. Quickly, I'm gonna move down the timeline. So you drop, you get caught up. You drop another song. Another album that was also on the major label. I think you was still with Virgin. That was called Off Parole.
Right, an off parole album. You know, I made that album, you know, dedicated to getting off the parole, you know. Like you say, we do make mistakes and et cetera, but it's about getting up and, you know what I'm saying, representing.
What was the single for that?
The single for that was Never Talk Down on the Player.
Oh, Never Talk Down. You got that?
Yeah, that's what we started the show
Oh, we
with.
started out that. We gonna end the show with that. Never Talk. That was MC Bree was on that.
Yeah.
Too Short was on that.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna have to run that back before we leave. But I had a little controversy I wanted to talk about real quick.
Yeah.
Nothing too major, but it was just major. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The boy from Canada, the boy Drake, he pay homage and he recite damn near your whole verse from the Players Club, right?
Right.
And what did he say? I got a homie named real.
Well, whatever he said, he recited too much, you know.
Whatever he said,
There's rumors out that he done gave me 100,000 or what have you. No, that never happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, it's litigation still. It's still simmering some litigations. It's something real big.
right. So for those who don't know, Drake pretty much recited bar for bar foes, at least 12 bars of it from the Players Club. You can anyway. Yeah, you can check it out.
Right.
So, like you heard him say, still simmering in a little litigation. So, you know, yeah.
Well, God is good.
But it is a good look.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Hey, back in our days, we used to call that biting.
Right. That's exactly what he did.
Biting.
Right.
I guess then they switched it up. Now they want to say paying homage. It don't really matter. Whatever you doing, you just infringed on copyrights, saying all that shit.
Exactly. No, it ain't.
Yeah. So, matter of fact, how did you meet Tupac?
Well, me and Pac met in the Bay Area at a club called the Stone.
The Stone.
Remember the Stone Theater over there on Broadway?
Yeah.
And he was, you know, he had a little conflict or whatever over there. So, you know, I settled it, made sure it was cool, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
He made his way to the freeway without, you know, no harm or nothing like that. From that day on, we just hooked up and, you know what I'm saying, put the magic together.
Yeah.
Only God could judge me.
Only God Could Judge Me. That's off that Machiavelli album? Yeah.
That's off the All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me album. Uh-huh. All right, man, I've been trying for a few weeks, you know what I mean? I just been at you. I know you're very busy.
Yeah.
You know, I admire the way that your life is today. You have spirituality in it.
That's
You
what
know
it's all
what I'm
about,
saying?
all about God, you know?
Mhm.
Without God, there's nothing, you know?
Absolutely.
I want to give a shout out to my brother Yellow B too as well, and the Hughes gang as well. You know what I'm saying? It's family, and we putting a lot of things together right now. Working on the movie, working on my documentary too as well. So you know, you guys keep your ears and your eyes wide open.
And I want to shout out your family, and I want to shout out your wife. You know what I mean? Because she helped, you know what I mean, facilitate communication like she's been doing for a number of years.
Yeah.
She's a boss in her own right. Listen, where can they find you? What's your IG?
And they can find me at The Real Rappin 4Tay, or you can go to www.theplayerclub.com too as well.
All right. Is there anything that we can expect from you in the next 6 months to a year?
Yes, expect some new music from myself, Yellow B the Don. Shout out to Woody Up Banger and Geek the Beats Studios too as well. There's a lot of collaborations going on. I can expect a book from me too as well. It's in the works. Greatest hits and a lot more music. You know?
Well, man, you looking good. You looking fresh, healthy. You know what I mean? You on point. So it's an honor to have you. You know, because if you know, he ain't did a lot of interviews. It seemed like you just kind of popping out. So and I popped you out. So I'm excited about that. Now you know y'all got action that maybe hearing some more of his story and booking him. Just approach the game right, and the game may approach you right.
Exactly.
It's been an honor to have you here, brother.
It's been all
Hey,
mine.
take me out with that Never Talk Down on the Player. Shout out DJ Igor Pizza.
Shout out.
What it do?